Final Fantasy X is such an amazing game. It's filled with a ton of hidden secrets and strategies most players never even knew about. But today, I'm going to give you 5 early tips that will allow you to level up smarter, fight harder, and crush Spira and become legendary. Once I learned this, it literally changed this game forever. There's 16 static modes which help you build your overdrive meter up. And as you can see, we have 6 of the 16, and we got these before we left the first area in the game, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Before we do that, though, I just wanted to run through this so you can see the difference. So here, when your character takes damage, it fills the overdrive up. Warrior, when your character damages the enemy. Ally, each character's turn, which is very strong, and I like that one. Slayer, anytime you defeat an enemy. Daredevil, when your health is low. And Loner, when you're fighting alone. So I'm gonna again show you guys how to get all 6 of these before you leave that first area. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna want to knock Auron out, and then once he's knocked out, hit yourself, hit Titus, get him to yellow health, and then you're just gonna guard or skip your turn by pressing the triangle button if you're using a PlayStation controller. And one thing that makes this a lot easier too and a lot faster is if you're on PC and you can mod, you can actually fast forward it and make it go much faster. If not, it's just a little bit more of a grind, y'all. All right, so once you hit 60 turns, that's gonna unlock Loner. All right, and then if you get to 600 turns, you don't have to do all 600 turns in this part though. There's gonna be a part 2 that we're gonna do after this, and that'll unlock Ally. Once you're done with Titus though, you're gonna use a Phoenix down and get Auron back up and knock Titus out, and make sure you get Auron to yellow health, and then you're gonna guard and skip his turn, and once you get to 35 turns, it'll unlock Loner, and then 45 turns to unlock Ally for Auron. All right, so once again, you don't have to do Ally in part 1. Monsters in front of you, and then progress forward. And in this second area, similar process, but now we're gonna unlock Slayer and get Ally. Okay, so you can use Auron or Titus first, whatever you want to do. Don't miss this hidden item early on, or you'll regret it later. All right, y'all. So in this tip, and this one is pretty important to me because I found this out the hard way, y'all. Meaning I had to start the game over from the beginning after man, God knows how many hours I was, and it was a painful experience. So I'm gonna share this with y'all now so y'all don't have to go through what I went through. And basically, you do not want to skip any of the destruction spear puzzles in any of the temples, y'all. There's 6 total destruction spears, and if you get all of them, you'll then unlock the ability to get a secret aeon later in the game, which is super strong. Now, if you skip or forget to do any of those destruction spear puzzles, then you can go back. So when you do go back, you will be greeted by a very strong foe that are super aggressive and mean. And they are unbeatable at that point in the game. So to avoid that, you want to make sure you do every destruction spear puzzle, and then it's not just good enough to do them, you have to open the chest and get the item in the chest to complete it. And as long as you do all 6 of those, you will be able to get access to that secret aeon later in the game. So I'm gonna finish walking you through the puzzle, guys. First, hit this wall so it goes up. Then we're gonna go over here and just place the spear down in this empty slot right here for now. And then go back over to the wall here and grab this spear right here, the Sage spear. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back out. We're gonna put it in this pedestal here. It is a pedestal, right, y'all? I think it is. We're gonna call it a pedestal anyways. For the foreseeable future, it's a pedestal. All right, after you do that, it's important, do not go any farther than this, y'all. If you go in farther, then you will miss out on the destruction spear. So you want to go back through that wall fake barrier thing that we just went through, pick up the destruction spear right here, and you're gonna go back to the wall that we opened, place it in here, and then voila, it's gonna open up a hidden area that is then gonna reveal the chest. It is important when you complete these destruction spear puzzles that you find the hidden chest or treasure and open it. In this case, it is the Rod of Wisdom, which is a really good weapon for Yuna. And now we completed the destruction puzzle and got the treasure. Now you can go back and push that pedestal in and continue the story. Don't miss this secret move early on in the game. It is an overkill beast. Okay, so right after the cutscene with your companions, the first thing you're going to want to do is go back into the Sade village. If I said it wrong, y'all, I apologize. I am horrible with names. You're going to want to grab this chest here, okay? Get that Phoenix down. All good free items are good items, y'all. Then you're going to talk to the shopkeeper and then just exit out. And she's going to mention in the dialogue about a dog. When you see that, then you're gonna go all the way up here to the last tent on the right, and you're gonna talk to the dog, and it's gonna have something in its mouth. You're gonna grab that, and that right there is gonna unlock your first aeon, second overdrive. Now this is the only aeon. Valve 4 is the only aeon that has 2 overdrives, and the second overdrive is much stronger than the first one, y'all. This is game changing, so you definitely don't want to miss out on getting this early on this game. All right, y'all, before we get to the next tip, what I want y'all to do in the comments below, I want you to write what your most memorable moment from Final Fantasy was, okay? Whether it was a boss fight, maybe a memorable emotional scene that had you in your feelings. Look, guys, we've all been there. Share it with me down below. Or was it gameplay from Final Fantasy X? Whatever it is, comment below, and I promise you guys I will reply to all of them. All right, let's get back into it. Get rich early. Or at least don't be broke. All right, y'all. So, as soon as Titus wakes up on the ship, you're going to go talk to the guy on the left and get those free potions, guys. A good rule of thumb is make sure you talk to every NPC twice, and that way you'll know if they're going to give you something free or not, or even just give you some good dialogue that might change something for you in this game. So definitely a good rule of thumb. Next, you're going to go over and they're going to go through the spirit grid with you. If you already know it, just click through that as fast as you can. If you're playing on PC and have the mod, you can skip it. And then you're going to jump in the water. And what you're going to do is you want to fight these piranhas. But before you kill them, you want to make sure you use Riku to steal the items from each one. You can only steal a grenade once from them. So you want to do that with each one before you have Titus kill them. And you're going to rack up on grenades. And this is going to do 2 things for you. One, it's going to give Riku grenades to use later on. Minor spoiler alert for y'all. It's also gonna allow you guys to be able to sell them in shops early with Titus to get a good amount of money, and therefore you won't have to worry about money again. Break Final Fantasy X in the first couple hours of gameplay. Okay, so as soon as you hit the ship from Besaid to the next island, minor spoiler alert, you're gonna get attacked by Sin, okay? And What you're gonna do is you're just gonna attack his sin spawns. You're not gonna attack the big fin. As long as you don't attack the big fin, you can constantly continue to just fight the miniature sin spawns. And the first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to use Titus and cheer, and you can do this up to 5 times, and it's going to increase the defense of your party members and your attack, which you want to get to the point of being able to kill each one of these on one hit. Titus, Kamari, and Lulu. You can use Waka. You just want to get to the point where, again, you're able to kill every one of the sin spawn on one hit, so they don't hit you. And as long as you're able to do that, you're going to continue to be able to just beat them. And you have options, and use haste on all your party members to make it faster. Haste is not a must. I didn't use haste to do this. If you don't have a turbo controller, you can, if you're on PC, you can mod it to 4 and just keep doing it. Watch a good movie and just keep pressing the X button. Just using these tips alone won't completely change your Final Fantasy X experience. Final Fantasy X included one of the most legendary mini games of the whole series, Blitzball. And I'm going to show you how to get the game-changing jet shot for Blitzball. In my next video, I'll show you exactly how to get it, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. Just click right here.